And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I homebrew. Oh hey YouTubers, welcome to Homebrew Wednesday. It's Mark, your host from Hoverdog Brewery. Right, brew day. I want to brew, it's now 14:48. I've not even started, so I'm going to be ending at 8 o'clock at night, aren't I? I'd like to brew. It's Bank Holiday weekend, end of May in the UK. I kegged my Nipa yesterday, or day before, whatever. It's in the keg and it's looking and smelling awesome. So it's time to get something else in the fermentation fridge. So let's just move you around a bit. I've had a delivery. Yeah. Mr. Malt Miller came through, or the Malt Miller, Rob there, and team. So I've got loads. Now, my Nipa, I didn't really put any crystal or caramel in, so to give it some body, it's nice, but it could be better. I've got loads, 16 kilograms of grain here. So I've not planned this. I've just sat there for 45 minutes and made something up on Brewfather. So experiment one. Be a quick one. You can scroll down. So it's going to be a 4.2. I've got basically some Marisota. I'm going to put a bit of honey in there because I've never used it before. Some caramel, some crystal, Bittering Magnum, and Admiral. I've got loads of that. Never used it. Hops on with Admiral and Citra. No idea if it'll work. And dry hop with Citra, Galaxy, and a bit of Sabro, which I've got. I've never used. I think that Sabro will overpower these two. Not sure, never used it before. Let's go for it. So this is one of those brew days where it's completely random and it might go sorry. It might be the best ever beer I've made, or it might be a complete pile of junk and you're thinking, I wish I'd done something else. But lack of planning on my side, because I've just got lots going on in my life, so yeah, my fault. Right, well, as you can see, nothing started. I better get the water on. I'll come back when we're at some point in the mash. Oh yeah, and I'm going to be adding me DWB today. I had a bit last time for my Murphy & Sons water profile. Rather than add calcium chloride, what it's called, and gypsum, it recommends 23 grams of this for a 25 litre batch, and I'm going to do a 15 litre batch, so I'm going to scarf it. It can be right, you know. Let's see what it comes out like. I always thought this was liquid, but it's crystals. Back soon. Okay, I've already changed the recipe. Oh yeah, right, so I've already changed the recipe. I've just started up the old Brew Monk stroke Hopcat, whatever generic machine you want. Changed it because it says Crystal Light, yep, Caragold. I had loads of Caragold in. It's crap when the camera points at you think. Anyway, Caragold. So I've got rid of that, whatever it was, and I'm going to put some Caragold in because I've got lots of, not old, but grain I want to use in. Rather than open a brand new 2 kilogram sack, I thought I'd use that. So, got a few, we've all got one of these tubs, you know, little bits in. So, yeah, bags. So, Leyland Homebrew. Fortunately, it's closed at the moment because of the coronavirus. So, as you can see, big bags. I'm going to have to open those and then heat seal them or something. I seriously need to sort out in more room. I need a bigger shed. Right, anyway, we're heating up the strike water. Da, da, da. Yep. Heat it up nicely. I'm only using 2.3 kilowatt or 2.5, whatever it is. I'm just doing it at 2 kilowatt so I don't burn the bottom, scorch it. Right, well, the cat's here. Has a good smell around. I won't bore you. I'll come back soon. Right, I'm back. It's just finished. It's literally seconds. Right. So what I've done is I've had an hour now of a mash, and I put 13 minutes on. I know it's an unusual time, but 13 minutes increase. So I've mashed out up to 73. The pump's on. Let me show you. It's very clear. Now one little thing I've noticed, and I'm going to modify this, is the top plate won't go far enough down on a 15 litre batch. It's what we're on, about 3 kilograms of grain. So if you look under there, lift it up, coming up. So, oh, don't steam me up. The grain bed was covered for most of the time. I had to adjust the pump slightly. So what it needs is a slightly larger hole drilling in the middle, and that will actually fit down onto the grain bed, which will be far better. So it's almost like they've had a version 2 and version 3 and thrown it all together and then come up with like a hybrid that doesn't quite work. So that definitely needs to go down further. The reason it doesn't is because the malt pipe, the new one, is adjustable. Anyway, that's done. It's nice and clear. Sparge water's over here, so I'm just going to scoop that out with a jug and sparge on here. Just pour it over. I'll lift up the grain basket, obviously. So that's next. For a sparge, look at the colour of that. You can make it out on camera. It's a lovely colour. Lovely. Really good and clear. Right, get that sparge done, Mark. Right, YouTubers, anyone's got a Brew Monk, hop cat, whatever, we've probably all done this, and I've done it twice now. I'm still learning. Okay, so what I do, every time I've stopped the mash and I've stopped recirculating, I close that off. Okay, I close off the pump, and then obviously I let it drain down, take the arm off, and then I close the pump. And then, of course, when you're actually sparging, water goes in to the equipment, but because that's closed off, this level doesn't rise. So I thought there's something wrong with this, so I put an extra 2 litres of water in and thought, why is it still not going? It's going up really slow. Then it stopped. Of course it compressed the air in this bit. Yeah, I should have 21 and a half, I think it is, or 22 and a half, can't remember now. And I've got 24. Which basically means I'm going to have to boil it off a lot longer. So, note to self, when I sparge, I must keep that open. Hope you can see, it's crap light in here today. Sun's shining behind me. But, yeah. Anyway, we're up to 88.9. I've put the lid on just to help it boil faster. When it starts boiling, I will take that off. I've added 10 minutes to the boil. So we're now going to do 70-minute boil instead of 60. But it's getting there. Software's already, I've set it for 70. I've got a 60-minute addition, which is going to be 2.3 grams of Magnum, and then near the end 3.6 of Admiral. Now, I've not had Admiral. I don't know how good these are going to be. They have been in the freezer, but look at the date on that, 2013. These are probably going to be useless. I should just use them for bittering, really, but hey, I'm just going to throw them in. It is IBUs at the end of the day. You know, I've got some Whirlpool, Citra and stuff like that, so really it's just a late bittering edition. So anyway, Magnum's all ready. That's what 2.39 grams looks like. Not very bitter at all, but right, well, get ready for the boil. Right, well, the Brew Monk says it's boiling. I think I'd probably need to turn the element up a little bit. It is boiling, but not vigorously. Got the element on 2000 watts. Yeah. Might whack that up a little bit, but I am going to put in the first additions, which is 2.39 grams of Magnum, which is just a bittering hop. So, I'm using a little hop spanner today. We're in! Right, next hop addition in Oh, 50 minutes. Welcome back, YouTubers. Right, okay, so this is actually looking pretty dark. The boiler's finished a few minutes ago. I had to boil it for a little bit longer to get my volumes right. We're presently at 82.4. It's just cooling down with the Whirlpool arm. Surprisingly, it cools down pretty quick. So what I'm going to do is add in the hop rest, not hop rest, we call it, Whirlpool editions. Now, I was going to add some Admiral, but my software said it's bittering. I thought, I'm sure it's both, but I don't want it to be any more bitter. My software says it's going to be a little bit on the bitter side, so I've swapped it out from Admiral to Amarillo, which smells lovely. So Amarillo and Citra, they're the two that are going to go in now. So what we on 81 degrees, right? Just going to put them into the little hop spider which is in here. So we're going to have these in for 15 minutes. Whilst it's sat at this temperature, it will be cooling down. Okay, if you can see that little hop spider there. So we'll leave that there for now, and come back to it in 15. Right, YouTube, end of a brew day. Went pretty okay, apart from flying by the seat of my pants by just knocking the recipe up in like 40 minutes from scratch. Well, actually I googled for quite a while, so it's pretty 15 minutes, knock a recipe up. Yeah, it's in the fermenter. I can show you, but it's just brown fluid at the moment, brown wort. It's currently about 50 degrees, so it's in the fermentation fridge. It's a fridge, it'll cool it down overnight. It's currently saying it's at 43, 44. Still climbing though. Right, as brew day went, it went okay, yeah. So, two things I've learned. One, make sure you open the sight glass tap when you're sparging, because if you don't, it looks like you haven't got sparge water, and you add some more and then you get too much volume, which means you have to do a bit more of a boil. Yes, the bitterness hops could affect that boil, but there's very little in this, and it's like 3 point something grams, so that's not going to be a lot. So yeah, I boiled it off down to 18.5, I think, which was a target. So that was like, oops. The second thing is, actually I got three things. Second one, I wish on the Brew Monk, and I'll try and tag it in if I remember, on the sight glass the writing's black. It'd be far better if it was white, to be able to see the numbers then. Or white and black, just put two lots on, because it's black. You've got a dark B, you can't see anything. Freaking nightmare. Well thought out that. And on mine it does seem like I've got like it's a version 3, I think. Well, it's the latest one, but it's like they've got that mixed up with the old one, because I've got the telescopic malt pipe, and yet the top plate doesn't slide down other than the very top bit, which is a bit pants, because if you've got a small batch like I did today, you can't actually, about what, 3.5 kilograms of malt, you can't actually move that top plate down far enough, so I'm going to have to drill a hole in the middle. I'll Google it, see if other people have made a mess of it, and if I have, I'll avoid that. Otherwise I'm getting me step drill out and I'm going to go my step bit. So that needs sorting. Yeah, I've said about the colours. I've said about the malt, the sight glass, because I'm an idiot. Right, I've left the beer, the wort, in the fridge. Because I put too much water in, too much sparge water in, I was way below what I should do. Let's look at the board. It should have been 10:34 pre-boil. I was 10:27, so I was way off. I know that. Just extra water. So the extra boil should have brought that down. I hit my target for volume on water. I'm slightly under in the fermenter. There's quite a lot of crap at the bottom of after the boil. I didn't want that to go in, although the hot filter did work quite well, and it was very clear. It's a lot darker than I thought, but that's because I rushed the recipe. Right, so finally I did a quick final gravity test post boil, cooled it down, put on the old refractometer, and it said it was 10:35. What? So I've had this before. I think it's just a bit warm, the wort, when I tried it on my refractometer. So what I'll do, I'll leave it till tomorrow. I'll give it a stir up, make sure it's all mixed up well, and I'll do a second reading, because I did this last time on the NEPA and I thought, oh my god, it's like a 3%, and it was actually 5.6. So I need to sort that out. And the yeast I'm going to use, just in the fridge. So I've got a few here from Cross My Loof. Yep, look at my bulb patch of it, that's it. So I've used the haze in the NEPA, which I need to show you because that's come out really nice. Nice colour. It's very green, still carbing up. A couple more days and it should be ready. I'll try and show you that video on that one, because I didn't do the... Oh, I've rubbed off the board. Neck oil, not neck oil, the other one. Yeah. Mrs. Hotdog says Gamma Ray. Yeah, because the Gamma Ray I didn't show you because we drank it too quick, but I did actually side by side taste, and it's brilliant. Anyway, different video. So I've got some Cross My Loof yeasts. I've got 5, which is USO5. I've got 4, which is can you guess? No, you're wrong. It's US4. I've used the haze already. I've got the PIA, which I think I'm going to use this in that beer. Basically says it's a Kiwi Pale Ale yeast suitable to brew Pale Ale with a good hop profile. Not quite sure. Otherwise I'll use USO5, got 2 of those. And I've got a Hog Nose one to use up. So yeah, 4 yeasts I've not tried, so probably the PIA. I've heard good things. It might be a little dark to use on this beer. I'll Google it a bit more. So, end of a brew day. Now what went good and what went bad, so the good, bad and the ugly. Good. See, I started at the time I did, which was like real late. It's now 8:30 at night. It was probably nearly 3 o'clock before I started, so not bad. Fully cleaned up, put away, job done. That's good. The bad, I need to learn not to close that sight glass valve at the top, so my bad. An ugly, the pump got blocked today. I was using a hop spider, my little hop spider, so nothing should have got through. You've got the internal grain basket and no grain should have got through. A couple I saw going out the pump, and so basically because it blocks when I put it on the Whirlpool arm, nothing was happening. I did have my suspicions because it wasn't whizzing round, but at that point you can't really do much. I didn't want to disturb all the crap in the bottom. I could have just blown down the pipe the other way and blown the blockage out, which I had to do post fermenter bucket. Get your teeth in, aren't you? Trying it out for us, you know. So that's the ugly. Perhaps need to look at that and look at that top of the basket thing. I can't think of the word now. My brain's gone. Never mind. Right. So that's it really. End of a brew day. Yeast in tomorrow. Happy days. I'm going to try out my NEPA tomorrow. So I'm going to end it up here. So this is Mark from Hotdog Brewery signing off. And as always, stay thirsty.